Cuervo, not Quavo. Quavo is the lead of the fucking Amigos.
Amigos. Yeah, I
know.
Vodka and green tea.
I'm drinking El Mejor. It's a tequila. Yeah, it's pretty tea.
1800 and lemonade. So
we
tequila's
are
all around.
Yeah.
I'm doing tequila today.
This
Well,
is
no, Cam's doing vodka.
this show.
Yeah, it is. And thanks, Dragon Chills from Snag and Flick Podcast, for saying you got us on the host. Do appreciate it. All right, so yes, cheap plug. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
No, it's not a cheap plug. I have another joke to tell you one that I made earlier this week on your Facebook, but I'm not going to because I'm gonna stay within myself and I'm gonna chill.
No, by all means, this is a tequila show. Say what you gotta say.
It's fine. Let me get drunk first.
Blerds and tequila. All right. That's pretty much it. Go ahead, see Papther, and hit us with the
So first off, fuck both of you, Trey and Rita. But as I saw what y'all niggas was maybe I go ahead and say 10 times. So fuck y'all.
That's a good reenactment.
Hold on,
But Trey,
the funny part about you just doing that right now was literally you being on brand. Like you were trying to do an imitation of them doing last week, but that's literally the way that you do most of the church announcements.
No, let's do him accurately.
Wow.
Yeah. What you just said, exactly what you just said, literally word for word what you just said.
Hold up, Trey. You're missing one integral part of that. You got to throw in a few motherfuckers and bitches.
Motherfuckers. At least he stopped to see you next Tuesday. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
And I have improved. But in the meantime, let's start these church announcements. Baltimore Comic-Con is taking place October 28th through the 30th. Tickets are as low as $30, and if you have a kid under 10, they get in free.
Going to buy a new sword.
I can't wait to bring Miles with me out there, guys. Went the last 2 years, so yeah, that should be dope.
No shade to Baltimore, but y'all are asking me a lot to come all the way up there. I just want y'all to know.
Come on, it'll be fun.
No shade to Baltimore has never been truer words ever spoken.
For real,
I'm talking about Baltimore. I'm talking about the fact that I need to jump on a plane just to get there because that's how far it is. Like,
Herb is coming all the way from like West Waldorf just to.
Listen, I was about to say
it's going to take me longer.
Nobody told either one of y'all to move to the fucking outskirts of Mount Doom, off of where Mordor is.
I'm sorry. I moved here so that my son had a good chance at the actual education because PG County is not it.
Ditto. And this is coming from somebody who actually worked for PG County.
Hey,
so I am a product of Prince George's County Public Schools, and I wasn't about to put my son through that.
What's up?
Hey, y'all. Guess what just popped up now?
Son of a.
Well, we're live on YouTube now too. Let's go.
Look at God.
Look at God. Yeah. Woo.
Look
at was definitely betraying us though.
Share, like, share, and subscribe, y'all. Let's get this YouTube going.
Hold on, I got a text message to answer about are we having a show today?
I just answered like 3 of them. I do apologize.
Get a text message. Did you get any more? What's the name of it? Alerts about.
Can we move forward with the church announcement, please?
I say that wasn't even imitation at all. That was just you just being you.
Yeah, it was just me being me.
That's like equally important, but I digress.
Yeah. So moving forward. Lion King Mufasa. Disney Plus will be having this prequel of The Lion King. It's going to be a live action movie. What do you guys think? Because I don't know if I'm going to like it because I'm used to seeing, I know they're going with real life. Lions don't have that facial expression and everything in real life, but it's kind of cool seeing it as a kid, seeing the animated version of it. So what's you guys' thoughts on
that? I'm not gonna watch it. I didn't watch the last one with Beyonce in it. I don't give a fuck about this. I don't know why Disney is hard set on live actioning their whole back catalog from the vault. Like, it makes no sense to me. And then it's just it's shitting on the memory of the other movies, in my opinion. Just fucking find new writers and make new shit. Yes, the old movies are good. Re-release the ones from the vault. What are all the old Disney movies on Disney Plus?
Yeah.
Okay,
there
so
no
yeah,
vault.
you got the point.
We are the vault. We found the vault.
Except for Song of the South.
Yeah,
Song of the South.
Zippity doo dah, zippity.
But no, I mean, so amongst y'all, who paid to go see the live action version of Aladdin? Who took your kids to go see that? Who took your kids to go see Beauty and the Beast, the live action version of Beauty and the Beast?
I had to go see it.
Okay, so I mean, so you're saying you don't want these live action versions, but your kids is making your life a living hell if you don't take them to go see it. So therefore,
I want to see the live action version of Ariel.
A lie.
But I'm surprised no one's actually, especially Rick, would definitely be the one who hate live action Lion King more than any of us, though, because it's gonna feature nothing but cat anuses. That's a callback, vibe. Cat anus.
I mean, listen, if they CGI out the cat anuses, I'm gonna have a problem. I'm gonna boycott all of it.
I'm not saying Mr. Mistopheles. Like, we've already watched Cats. We don't need a live action version of the Jungle Book. I mean, I'm sorry, Lion King. Whatever, same thing.
Oh no, they
I can never.
They had a live action version of the Lion King already.
Yeah, it was on stage. That doesn't count. You don't know that one.
So I'm sorry, real quick. Who the fuck really wants to see the live action backstory of Mufasa? Like, really? Like,
Corey said
of course he would. Of course he said he would, because it's stated.
Mustafa rise to power. It could be more like.
Do we need the backstory though?
It could be like Othello. Like, you can see like the dissension between Scar and Mufasa. When did Scar become like the black sheep of the family?
When he bitch smacked and put a scar on his fucking face.
Hold on. So here's the thing. The only thing this movie has the capacity to do is make Scar a sympathetic character and make Mufasa the bad guy. Because you'll see the angle at why they became who they are.
So then it'd be more like Scar's backstory than more Mufasa. Well, technically it'd be both of their backstories, but you know, Scar would be their Loki.
How else can you write this movie?
So Scar is Daemon Targaryen, is what you're saying?
Wow.
I don't understand.
I have no idea what you just said.
I caught it and ran with it. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
No, because Damon actually does what he's supposed to be doing.
So wait,
had sex with his niece?
Oh, come on, man.
What?
Watch the show. Don't just watch the clips.
What? I didn't even watch the clips.
Is he wrong?
This is
not wrong. So you know he's not wrong.
Here's the funny thing. This was just me listening to some coworkers talk about it, and I got that. So
if any of you coworkers out there, don't talk about the shit in front of him because he uses against us. Stop it.
No, it's just incest the series.
It's bad. It's bad. They firmly pushed me off the fence into the side of the Rings of Power. I just know.
Is that the Bachelor of Ghost?
Yo, this nigga Damon just came in there. Girl, you so his get big. Damn.
Yo, you didn't have to
put you on a plate. Stop you and put a biscuit, girl.
Are we
supposed to say not because that happens in real life though, like legit.
For later. For later. Save it for later. Let's move on.
You look just like your mama.
Oh,
okay.
Man. Oh man. Yeah.
Cam's gone. Cam walked off.
Move on with the next church announcement.
I had an uncle that did that, and when he would say that, he would do this. He'd be like this.
Hey! I'm gonna need more Tito's for this one.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. Illinois has a new purge law that's going to be going in effect on January 1st of next year.
Yeah. Stop using the term purge law.
I'm gonna say, speaking of purging, to purge that last segment out of my head,
So the name purge law is a little bit of a misnomer. I mean, I get it. I get where people are coming from with that, where it's just like, oh, well, they're gonna be letting these criminals loose who you can't prove are violent people or whatever. But here's the thing: there are a lot of people that look like us that's got melanin in their systems that are being held with bond, and who can't afford to get out and who are convicted of nonviolent crimes. Think about all the people you know that have been arrested for weed. Think about all the people you know that have been arrested for numbers of maybe Khalif Browder got arrested because apparently he stole a backpack and he sat in Rikers Island for 3 years. And the post-traumatic stress that he suffered from that situation caused him to kill himself when he got out. You know what I mean? This law would essentially be making it legal to hold people who can't afford to get out unless it's been proven that they are a flight risk or they are a violent criminal. I don't like the term purge law because it makes people instantly start thinking, oh, they about to let out all the murderers and killers and all of these people that are going to do these things. And that's not necessarily what this is about.
But they are letting out the kidnappers. And they are letting out the people who have committed second-degree murder. So let's not forget about that. Let's also not forget about the fact that people who willingly enter your home on your property and take up residence without your knowing, they are not doing anything to get rid of those people. So it's like, yes, there are good things about this law, but there are also potential dangers within this law, because what if there's a woman who lives by herself on a home and there's a man in her backyard who has decided to pitch a tent and he lives there now?
I mean, you got a point. It's a damn.
What do you do then?
Yeah.
What's so fantastic about the law then? Is what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, from that angle, you hope that in this instance, well, first off, let's go ahead and expand on the fact that this is in Illinois, but also at this point, we need to supplement the fact that also this forces law enforcement to actually do their jobs now. You know what I mean? Because
people tickets, they say.
But that's why police reform is a good thing, and that's why things need to change, because that is a direct result of them. Like, so essentially, what the police saying is, oh, well, they passed this law, so now I can't do my job. No, you still need to do your job. You still need to be vigilant. Police know when they need to pay extra attention to certain people in certain situations, and if there were a situation that needs to occur, then maybe if I know that this person is getting out, then maybe I do need to surveil this area where this woman lives or where this person lives at just a little bit more. They do it in Black communities all the time, where it's just off of a notion or a thought that, hey, I need to pay a little bit more attention to this neighborhood because there's a history of drugs and violence in this neighborhood. If this is the case, if this is the law that's being passed, then you need to adjust the way that you're doing your policing and not just sit around and say, oh, well, I'm just writing people tickets now and I'm just going to tell them to move it along. You don't do that to homeless people who you're supposed to write tickets for. You don't do that to people who are jaywalking who you're supposed to write tickets for. You gun them down. You beat the shit out of them. Y'all mob up on them. But then if this is the case, if the law has been passed, then actually you need to do your job. You need to differentiate between the two and understand this person's background and not just assume based on skin color or whatever. So
based on McCoy's comment, the potential danger in every law is the nature of having a system. Yes, but does that mean that the system works just because there's a potential danger in every law? That's the point that I'm trying to get to. There are flaws in everything, absolutely. Oh, yeah. However, in some instances where you're trying to do something that's good, maybe you should reframe those parameters a little bit to be a little bit more inclusive on what could be potentially dangerous. Yes, by all means. If he stole a backpack, does he deserve to sit in jail? Absolutely not. However, if this person kidnapped you and you're like, oh, we let them out tomorrow because we can't hold them without bail, does this person deserve that same grace as the person who stole the backpack?
Absolutely.
And that's what I'm alluding to. There are good things about this law. There are also very dangerous things about this law, because what if the next time he decides to kidnap you, he's going to kill you because he don't want you going back to police to let them know that he kidnapped you again.
Yeah. Moving forward, Keanu Reeves is returning for the Constantine sequel.
Yeah, that's the worst transition.
Not only was it a bad transition, you cut me off before I gave my opinion about it, but
you
it's
had
cool.
all the time in the world to say something. There was nothing.
How is he going to talk when two people are engaged in the middle of a conversation talking?
also want to just say that I said this last week that he could never transition the way that I transitioned the church announcement last week. So I'm just, I just want to speak on that real quick.
About to take that. I'm about to lose. Wait till the next meeting, boy.
Big facts. But yeah, I mean, you guys, and I'm bullshitting. You guys pretty much said everything that I was going to say. It is what it is. But as far as this bullshit that you just said out your mouth just now, hashtag not my Keanu Reeves. I mean, not my Constantine. Like, the fuck. This is not. We had a conversation. I'm giving a little peek behind the curtain. We had a conversation about this. Of course, I'm already in my nerd rage moment because I enjoyed Constantine, the Keanu Reeves version. I enjoyed the movie. It was a good movie. However, sticking to my roots, it's not the comic book Constantine. This is not DC's comic Constantine. No, this shit don't. No, I don't want it. I don't fucking want it. What are we gonna do? And then has he shaved his beard for a role recently? Has he shaved it all?
Well, I think he had to. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure he'll.
They
have
can
to shave
CGI out his beard.
Yeah.
But I mean, he might need
some beard struggle.
But he might need to keep. Nigga, come on. God,
Does
that's
he
not
need
the
beard
time.
struggle if he's trying to get rid of the beard?
What are we doing?
If you're trying to get rid of the beard, you're not struggling because you're. Never mind.
Yeah, are we playing characters?
No, that was a mistake on my part. I didn't realize it.
How much Cuervo? Yeah.
Yeah. How much? This nigga smoking that Quavo. He's smoking that Quavo. I was gonna say, God damn, you made me lose my whole train. No, never mind.
Constantine.
If they do Constantine 2, what I need is Shia LaBeouf to be the new Archangel Michael. If that's not in it, then God damn it, I don't want it. But I want
Shia though.
LaBeouf.
No, he hasn't. He's got movie roles since then. He's actually shot like 3 movies since he got canceled. So I need Shia LaBeouf to show up in all of his method acting. Can you imagine this nigga trying to method act as an angel? Nigga, that's gonna be awesome. He's gonna walk around Hollywood for 6 months with angel wings on and the most inconvenient, impractical shits ever. And I'm here for it. I need this.
You got to turn it to 90 degree of it. You got to turn to get the wings. Fuck out of here.
Do it.
No.
So Trey, as we stated before, there have been other movies that had different variations that weren't as comic book accurate as others, but that doesn't take away from the fact that they were that character.
Not my Constantine. My Constantine. This ain't the one from the comics. Like this not no. This is it.
Constantine, but you just said you enjoyed his version of it.
Did I say I didn't enjoy it?
You said you enjoyed it better. So my whole thing is like, okay, if he did a better adaptation, you just said it.
I didn't say I enjoyed it better.
Roll the tape back.
Roll the tape back. Yeah, let's do that. Clip it away. There we go.
Clip that.
Yeah, clip that. No, we'll do that later, man. It's a lot going on.
I know you're busy. But I enjoyed Keanu Reeves' Constantine. Yes, I enjoyed it for the movie that it was. It's just not Constantine from DC. That's not what it is.
I could have sworn it said DC at the beginning of the movie.
I thought it said.
I thought it said Warner Brothers.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
This is right up there.
It's right there with what? Dolph Lundgren's Punisher.
With what?
Thomas Jane's Punisher. They're all Punishers.
Yes.
Yo,
Ray Stevens. They're all Punisher movies.
Ray Stevenson was the most accurate Punisher next to John Bernthal. He was the most accurate. He didn't talk. He was feral, and he just shot motherfuckers in the face. That is what the Punisher's supposed to be.
Over on Twitch. Oh, what's up, Call 45 Podcast? And make sure you guys tune into them because they're going to have Mr. Petty featured on the show.
Church announcements. As we're going through our 45-minute church announcements. Let's go.
Yes, we are. But shout out to Dragon Chills again. He says, what about Blade? Blade was good movies, the first 2. But it wasn't Marvel's Blade. First off, Blade's fucking British. No. He's not. That's not the Marvel Comics Blade. That's all I'm saying. It's not those comic book characters. These are reimaginings of them. And for me, y'all know we've been through this like for 3 years. I want the shit to be a little bit more authentic. That's what I want. Y'all know this about me. Don't be surprised.
We're not surprised. It's just like the level of the mental gymnastics you do.
You're annoyed. You're annoyed. You're annoyed, nigga.
You're Dominique Duzing this whole situation. It's like you flip it all throughout. And it's like, dog, which one is it? Because you was the same one press that Blade was the first Marvel movie and it was a black character, and now you're saying it's
so
really
I didn't say it was bad. I did not say it was
Hey, yo,
bad.
Governor, I'm Blade. He wants Oliver Twist with Blade.
I want my Blade to have that. I want my Blade to have that puffy shirt like off of Seinfeld. Y'all niggas don't even remember that from the Marvel 1992 series of comic cards. I need that. I need my Blade. I need my Blade to be a swashbuckling Cockney.
Joker is a bad movie. Joker was a bad movie. I'm not saying that Blade or Constantine are bad movies, but that's not DC's Joker. It's most definitely not.
Yeah, we'll see when Lady Gaga Harley Quinn, and it's a musical. I'm insane. I'm insane. Put your face through the pain. Right.
Moving on.
Alrighty. Roman Reigns is going to be facing Logan Paulson at Crown Jewel.
Woohoo! Woohoo! Yeah, it's
Wow.
their most hyped up house show ever. Let's go.
Wait a minute.
Let's go.
Where did the son come from? His name is Logan Paul.
Oh, okay.
Where'd you have the son?
I'm thinking about the football game today. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about the football game. I'm sorry. Yeah. Logan
Paulson.
So this is supposed to take place at Crown Jewel next month, correct? Or yeah. So the thing about Crown Jewel is just glorified house shows. That's why you get matches like the Goldberg versus Undertaker thing, or the Brothers of Destruction versus DX, 25 years past their prime. Where Triple H fucking tears his pectoral and Shawn Michaels just a god. It's so bad. Go look it up.
He had to carry that whole match between 4 or 5 people.
And he hadn't wrestled in 10 years.
And he did.
I want everyone to subject themselves to that because I had to watch it, so now you guys need to. But this is I'm saying all that to say this goes along with the spectacle of what they've done for Crown Jewel. They've taken all that blood money from the Saudi government. They've already put houses down on it. They put it into their accounts. So now you're going to get stupid shit like this that no one really cares about. Logan Paul, yes, had a good little first 2 matches. But remember, he was wrestling with Dominic Mysterio. And then he wrestled against The Miz. I fucking guess, man. Like, I don't know. I really don't care. I really wish they wouldn't do this. But it's wrestling. And wrestling at its base is just stupid fun.
I'm gonna say, how long do you think they're gonna be held hostage in Saudi Arabia this time?
God damn.
So for those of you who don't know, it's going to be happening on November 5th. I'm sorry, 2022. How many of you guys on the panel are actually going to watch it?
I'm gonna watch it. I pay for Peacock, so whatever. It's $5 a month.
Okay. I mean, I'm going to give them a chance, like I always do. I've actually restarted watching wrestling again. I've seen a little bit changes here and there. I still haven't caught a AEW show yet, but I watched the replays on YouTube. But I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna give it a chance because I think that, and I'm not a Logan Paul fan before anybody jumps on my fucking neck about that. The guy can work in the ring. He can work in the ring. Him and Roman Reigns actually had a conversation on his podcast about behind the scenes in the industry and everything like that. And I thought it was pretty interesting. So I'm going to give it a shot. And also they've been building up to something that's probably going to happen this WrestleMania coming. And that's none other than The Rock returning and trying to fight for the title in the Bloodline. And they've been dropping breadcrumbs throughout media all over the place that this could happen. So what do you guys think about that? Potential Rock versus Roman.
Dwayne's going to show up the same color as Amore's shirt right now. And he's going to put on a halfway decent match with his cousin because the Anoa'i family is the greatest wrestling family of all time. I think they're going to be great.
Shout out to Solo.
No, actually, excuse me. Shout out to the true Samoan, Sami Zayn. Y'all niggas don't know. He's out here putting it down. But no, I mean, I'm gonna watch it. We'll see. I think it's gonna be a pretty good match as long as The Rock doesn't injure himself, because steroids do make your body kind of weak, and every time he wrestles, he gets injured. But you ain't heard that shit from me.
Like we said, Hollywood does not have a wellness. Hollywood does not have a wellness policy.
It does not.
just facts.
I'm about to say
Oh, you're
also
stupid.
I'd rather go to a Blacks for Trump rally, but go ahead. Y'all got it.
Damn.
And yeet.
Hey, do y'all think? Okay, so why don't we switch the two? Don't y'all think that Roman Reigns versus The Rock would be a better crown jewel show than say the Logan Paul Roman Reigns? Because it's a one-off thing. You got the celebrity thing going on. Of course, that would involve The Rock traveling. You know, unless he's doing a movie in Saudi Arabia, I don't think he would do that.
Yeah, I don't think.
But
I think that would.
Go ahead,
Church. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I don't think it would work as well because they need time to. One of the keys in wrestling, in my opinion, is you have to build the story over time. That's what makes captivating stories. So if you can't do that, they're just throwing that together all willy-nilly.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like AEW?
Yo, hey, shut up, Karen. Look on the box. Look at the box to my left. Tell me you don't watch wrestling without telling me you don't watch wrestling.
I don't care because
that's the funny part.
Y'all care about wrestling one week, you be like, fuck wrestling, blah, blah, blah. Next week, y'all see what happened. The week after that, we should talk about wrestling more. The week after that, man, fuck missing, man. We shadow banning everybody. Like, y'all flip-flop more than anybody that I know when it comes to wrestling. So I don't give a flying fuck who's sucking whose cock. I don't care anymore. I don't care. I don't care.
So do you care, Rita? Not even? You don't care? Oh, okay.
She cares.
She cares.
Her boyfriend is in the match.
Oh, they broke up a long time. They broke up a long time
love
ago.
Dwayne.
He
You
shouldn't
still
be in
love
the ring with
Dwayne.
nobody. I don't care.
Okay.
He
All
said flip flop more than Dominic Deuce.
What is Dominic Deuce?
I know these dogs, okay? I want tequila. Leave me alone.
Fair enough. Check.
You know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
For what?
I'm sorry. I'm just gonna say this. I am tired of niggas trying to run the show from the comments when you had shit to do with the show in a year. Fuck, man. Stay your ass off the fucking comments trying to tell people what the fuck to do.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the transition. Violence. Did anybody go and see The Woman King?
Yo.
I actually was not able to see that just yet. I just got off today.
Here's
So.
the transition violence.
Hey guys, I'm about to do the thing. The thing you said I couldn't do, I'm about to do it. Anyway, this movie, I am urging everybody to go see. We're not going to spoil it here. We're not going to spoil it. You ain't got to leave us alone. You ain't got to turn us off or anything like that. But it is imperative that everybody who has a drop of melanin in their system goes watch this movie. It is uplifting. It is an emotional roller coaster ride. It's everything you could want. And in all honesty, this should have been the summer blockbuster. This shouldn't have been at the end of the summer for me. This should have been released right along lines everything else we had in the past. But I loved it. Like I'm probably gonna go watch it. I'm probably gonna watch this about 3 more times because it was that good. What's up?
I was just going to comment about the movie.
Oh yeah, no. You signaled. I was done. Go ahead.
No. Yeah, that was the highlight of my Saturday. From the beginning to the end of the movie. I will say I was almost a little bit discouraged about the movie because I thought what I saw in the trailer was the whole white savior trope and a white boy coming in. That's not what happens. So that was a relief. And then it's just black women just being fucking badass black women. And that shit was fucking amazing. And yeah, it did. I was anticipating that moment where it comes in where it's just like, oh man, look at all of this black joy and black energy and black greatness, and they're gonna take it away with some moment of overt whiteness or Europeanism or something like that, and didn't have to worry about any of that. I enjoyed the shit out of the movie. Like, it's just, man, listen, Viola Davis looks like at one minute she can defend you in court and get you off for murder. The next minute she can cut your goddamn head off and put it on a pike. And John Boyega, listen.
To know what people thought was problematic about the movie from what I'm seeing from the comments. What was problematic?
I want John Boyega to run for president because John Boyega as the leader of a country was pretty awesome. I enjoyed all of that.
Interesting.
I'm just curious. Can somebody tell me what was problematic about the movie?
I haven't seen it yet. So
Genocide Circus said in the comments, good movie but problematic. So
Well, we gotta wait for him to reply.
Yeah, but let's move forward.
That's all for the church announcements.
Well, so everybody is going to go give it a chance.
Yes,
correct?
Yes, we
Definitely.
will. We will.
Right.
I
The
will.
only reason why I didn't see it this weekend is because I was busy, celebrating my 14-year-old's birthday.
Hey,
So.
shout out to the mans.
But I'm
Right.
gonna go for sure at some point this upcoming week.
Absolutely.
Oh,
No.
another
Wait.
point that I also wanted to make was, yes, Shayna West was in the movie, but also Shayna West was amazing in the movie. But also, I also want to say that Lashana Lynch, who played Captain Marvel in Multiverse of Madness,
Stole the show.
I did not appreciate her appearance in Multiverse of Madness. I thought I don't know what the fuck direction they gave her, but I just thought it wasn't good. In this movie right here,
Nigga.
She stole the show.
yo, she was fucking awesome. She was awesome.
One thing. So now after this movie, I'm calling it by Halloween. We're gonna have a lot of Dora Milaje because we get in preparation for Black Panther. We're also gonna have. I'm sorry, Rick. What do they call? What do they call it? I don't know the name.
Dahomey.
Dahomey. Yes, we're gonna have Dahomey dressed up as well. But also, I'm called.
I thought the same thing.
But we're going to see the return for a lot of ladies bringing back the stiletto nails. I thought that it was a bad no, they're fucking weapons. Like they had full on claws, Joe, and that shit was awesome. If you're into scratching and stuff, but yeah, that's for a later conversation. Anyway, keep going.
I think that's it for church announcements. Isn't
That's
it?
all for church announcements.
Oh, okay, all right, cool. So, Mr. Petty,
I don't have anything, so I'm just going to move on. I tried. I really tried. Well, if y'all give me like maybe.
You want to keep talking about other shit?
Move to She-Hulk.
Let's go to topic 1 then. Proper.
Yeah.
Real quick, reading the comments over here on YouTube. First, Johnny Jackson as Miss Boyega. He did an amazing job, Johnny Jackson. No, the fuck we don't. We don't have to wait. Josiah Circus, correction. Great movie. He did get ice cream cake. Did he get ice cream cake? I don't know. I don't get that reference. It's a soothing over history of the Dahomey. Smoothing over. I'm not aware of their history, so I'm not sure. Johnny Jackson, that's already a thing. Graham Dixon, okay. That's the only problem I'll allow it. If that's the only problem I'll allow it. And checking out, let's see.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm sorry, real quick. Where you go ahead and get prepared with those comments on Twitch, but I'm just going to say this to address the comments about the movie being problematic. White people smooth over the history of all the atrocities they've committed constantly, every day, every week, even next Tuesday. They do this shit all the time. And now a movie about our history and our lineage, about the warrior women of our African lineage, and that's problematic. Yo, literally, I'm sorry, dog. Some of y'all got to take a look in the fucking mirror, man. Like, you got to chill the fuck out. Like, dog, let's just continue to prop ourselves up and push the power in our history and not the demeaning part that's always been force-fed to us since we were fucking children. Let's go off on this rant of Black positivity and Black greatness and not just sustain the status quo that white people have continued to force feed to us.
I agree.
No, he did not get ice cream cake. Since we have asked twice now. No.
Okay. That's what that was for. All right, so Patty, you good?
Nah, I don't think I'm gonna make it.
Cool. No, that's cool. I mean, later on, if it drops in, drop it in. Topic 1. So we're gonna get off the easy stuff early.
What? How are we getting to topic 1 at 12:45 though?
Because y'all dragged. I'm not even.
We talk, man. It's cool. We talk. It is, and we're still. We did have a late start technically, so we're gonna go a little bit over. Anyway, topic 1. I picked the green shade because She-Hulk is taking over the nation, apparently. If you guys have been on TikTok, you've seen the filter go out there. I did it. I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, episodes 4 and 5. We didn't get a chance to talk about episode 4 last week because, of course, we talk and we have conversations here. But let's go over and break down what we've seen so far, what you guys think of the show so far. I personally am enjoying it. I'm loving it. Looking forward to seeing it every week. It is not my favorite of all time, but I appreciate it for what it is. It's Ally McBeal with superpowers. What are you guys thinking about episode 4 and 5 and what's happened so far?
So far, I think it's actually a pretty fun show to watch. And I want to know, did we finally get confirmed with Mephisto last week, seeing that Donnie Blaze summoned some demons from Limbo?
Nigga, that wasn't Limbo. That was Hell.
How
Hell
does that
space.
bring in Mephisto?
Because he's one of the Hell Lords.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So-
He
he's
made
not
because the
only-
chick said that he made me promise that I not talk about him in court and all that other stuff. So that's-
Herb, you missing the point. You say he made her promise not to talk about it. What did he make her not promise to talk about? The fact that she sold her soul.
yes.
She made an agreement with a person who is disguised as a goat named Jake, and she sold her soul in the realm of hell. And the post credit, after the credits of She-Hulk are very telling. Like, there are these sketches of a lot of different things going on, and they sketched out Madison with a Y, but it's just not why you think. They sketched out her meeting with Jake, and yeah, they basically did confirm that Mephisto is here and he's making deals with drunk frat girls while they out drinking with their friends. So, I mean,
That pretty much tracks.
I know I'm about to catch hell from Dreadlock one down there, but I'm just saying it's pretty much like it's fucking Mephisto. Like, I'm back on the train. I'm back conducting the train. I'm shoveling the coal. I'm sounding the goddamn horn. Get off the track in case you want to get run over.
4 and 5. So one of the things I find interesting about the show is they kind of put as someone who writes, you kind of had like a practical question to stuff that's impractical as you watch stuff that goes on. Like, has anyone ever heard of a superhero putting a trademark on their name?
Never.
But I mean, it's not like, oh, this is groundbreaking, but little things like that add like that extra, like, that's a extra layer that I didn't think about in the world of superheroes, because we just kind of accept things as there is. We always, like, we watch Man of Steel and we just accept that there's just nothing but cannon fodder and dead bodies in those poor buildings, but we never once see like Superman get a citation for like littering or because he pretty much destroyed a building, destruction of property, shit like that. You don't see shit like that happen. So adding that little bit of like extra layer of like, not reality, but just like an extra thing to think about, that's kind of like the whole law perspective of the superhero law that they add. So I like that aspect of it.
So there was, I could be mistaken, but in the She-Hulk, the last series that she had in the comics, I think Jameson tried to trademark Spider-Man so he could stop using it. Like, people have tried to do it, but then it turned out he would be liable for all the damages that are caused because of the superheroing, stuff like that. So it has something like that similar has happened, but She-Hulk was involved. So that could be a thing. And then to answer to Jamaica, yes, I do need glasses. There, I just didn't get them. Yes, the print is fucking small. Okay, leave me alone. But yeah. No, what I was going to also say is that there are multiple, like Cam said, there are Hell Lords. So you have Mephisto, you have Blackheart, Magic is one of them. Limbo is technically her domain, and Mephisto's domain is Hell, and it's a couple of other ones. Like Dormammu is technically a Hell Lord. So if they open it, just because you see a place that's covered in fire doesn't mean it's necessarily hell in the MCU.
Wasn't wasn't also Nightcrawler's dad also a Hell Lord too?
I think he
Azazel?
was a demon. Azazel was a demon.
Yeah, Azazel was just a demon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was just a demon scattering around.
Yeah, and if they combine the Fox universe, he's dead. So he wasn't the. Yeah.
But, so I'm sorry. Did anybody else have
No, go for it.
That?
Well, no, you pretty much answered my part when I was like, just because somebody in hell doesn't mean that they're automatically meeting Mephisto, because there are so many other realms that she could have been sent to.
But you wanted to be Mephisto, though.
I hear what you're saying about the sketching part, but I'm sorry, I'm not, inclined to agree with New Rockstars, but y'all got it.
I got a question for you, Rick. Because you are the super sneakerhead, correct?
Uh-huh.
What'd you think about those Cyclops 2s?
So I actually haven't looked at that.
Cyclops 2.
At the end of in Trey, and the reason why I'm saying that, Trey,
I know you're talking about. You're talking about the sketch where
at the end they have like
where the lawyer is showing the girl, his sneaker closet. They have all the different sneakers in there. I actually haven't looked at that yet. I haven't gone back and actually looked at it. I was gonna make to the point of saying something about the superhero tailor, so to speak, and that hat box that he dropped off at the hat box that they showed at the end of this episode, episode 5. Why is Daredevil in Los Angeles getting his costume made?
That part.
So I think that if they are carrying over the story from Netflix, if you saw the end of the Daredevil Netflix series, he was being not copycatted, but somebody was pretending to be him. Bullseye was pretending to be him, so he had to leave New York and come on over. So that's what he's doing over there. That's my opinion.
So didn't he already have a suit tailored by ninjas? The same people who tailored Fisk's suit, so they could be all bulletproof and shit like that?
Yes. There was a guy, I guess they were trying to pretend like he was going to be the stilt. Well, he was going to be the stilt man, if you know that from Marvel Comics. But he was making the suits for everybody in there. If I'm wrong, it could be him or the Tinkerer, but I'm playing so much Miles Morales, I'm confused. I think it's a Tinkerer or a stilt man. One or the other, but somebody was making the suits for both of them and making the equipment. But he got to be more fashionable because I guess he's in
L.A.
LA, yeah.
It's got to be more fabulous.
Well, so Daredevil Born Again is not going to be a continuation of the Netflix show.
Oh,
Charlie Cox said at D23 that it's going to be a season 1, not a season 4. So it's not a continuation. So there has to be something else going on. I think that's going to be what's in the next episode of She-Hulk, or whenever he makes his appearance in She-Hulk. There'll be some explanation to that. But
do you think it's going to be a variant situation?
So I don't know if they're. So it depends on if they're going to acknowledge the other previous Marvel shows at any capacity.
Okay.
Because if they do acknowledge it, then it's not a variant. If they don't acknowledge it, then they got some cleaning up and explaining to do.
So from what I've seen, what I've heard, there's not a variant. It's not necessarily a variant situation because I don't believe they will be acknowledging the Netflix shows at all. Like the Netflix shows are just the Netflix shows. They are not making any reference to them. So this will just be a continuation of whatever story they already have going on.
But it's so they've already. But I'm sorry. So go ahead.
No, but I hear what you're saying. But they pulled in actors from other shows, Netflix, Fox, whatever. They pulled in actors into the MCU universe. So that's why I said, is it going to be a variant situation?
It's a possibility. I mean, we're in the multiverse phase of things, so it's highly likely that we're going to have different variants of characters that we know, and the differences that they make or the differences that they change play a part in it. Or, well, no, you said it's not a continuation. I was just thinking about No Way Home and the fact that Charlie Cox was in that, and he might have got backlash for being Peter Parker's lawyer and representative, and
that actually does make sense in a way.
Yeah.
So that might be it. He's all like, you know what? I'm getting out of Hell's Kitchen. I'm going to L.A. where it's safer.
Yeah, but then again, nobody will remember. Nobody will remember by the end of the movie because remember the last spell erased everybody's.
No. It erased Peter Parker being affiliated with Spider-Man, but Spider-Man still exists.
They will remember him working with Spider-Man. Now, also, so here's the thing, though, right? It may not be a continuation of season 3, or it may not be season 4 of Daredevil, but let's go back to Hawkeye a little bit real quick, right?
Okay.
In the Hawkeye series, it had been established that Kingpin seems to have been working for a long time. Kingpin has been around for a minute. So there could have been a whole series or a whole story that we've seen that's taking place off. We possibly could have already gotten Daredevil Born Again story all over again, where Kingpin is just beating the shit out of Matt Murdock and made his life a complete living hell, so much to the point that he had to go to the West Coast for a while just to avoid Wilson Fisk. So I think that's a possibility where it's just I mean, it's kind of lazy writing, but I mean, it is what it is when you coming in, when you built this whole universe and you have to interject these characters who should have this long history. There could be a whole Daredevil story that took place off camera that we've just never seen.
Facts. Okay.
Yeah.
Cassandra.
I'm God Damn. That means we got to see Karen Page die. Oh man, I'm sorry. Spoilers from the comics.
That's only if they do comic accuracy. If they do one page out of that comic, Trey's gonna riot. No, but
all right. So let's just go ahead and jump over to the last one for the night, for the day. Damn, fucking tequila, man. I swear.
Tequila.
It is. God damn it. White tears. Let's go ahead and get into it. We are going to harvest some today because, of course, we got to talk about it. We did kind of touch on the last show about the whole Ariel casting and everything, but it's gone out of hand. It's gone fucking super viral at this point because people are going to keep bringing it up and going over the fact that is it Haley Bailey? Haley Bailey.
Yeah.
There we go.
Haley.
Sorry.
And it's actually Holly Berry's actually been getting some blowback from it too because white people, white people can't spell.
He had to reply to a tweet like, "Motherfucker, I'm not." Somebody was like, "I can't believe they cast a 50-year-old." Like, first off, we don't all fucking look the same. Secondly, totally different person. Shut the fuck up. But yeah, go ahead.
No, I was telling Rick, bless you.
Oh, I thought you said question. Lost my train of thought. Fuck.
Haley Berry, Mermaid, Backlash.
Yeah. Yes. So we just getting into
Million
that.
Dislikes. Yeah.
Oh, I do want to say this. We got to add on to the fact that Yara Shadidi is going to be playing Tinkerbell in the new Peter Pan, and also her is playing Belle in the live action hybrid cartoon of Beauty and the Beast.
So she's voicing her, or is it?
From the
they didn't say.
Okay. All right. So that
brings. There's been a recent, I guess, in the past 10 years, there's been a live action version of Belle. So it's interesting that they're bringing that back around.
Yeah.
It's a tale as old as time.
What? I fucking hate you so much. But that brings up the conversation about basically black casting. Like they're taking over traditionally Caucasian roles and putting us in place. What's up?
I'm gonna go ahead and set the.
We have the sauce.
We do
something that they would never have. That's why everybody's so mad.
I'm gonna go ahead and say this. There are times where I'm like, it doesn't need to be done. But there are also times where I look at it and I'm like, does the person being of color change that character? And it doesn't. When Zendaya was played to play Mary Jane, I was like, it didn't need to be done. But then you see her performance, like it doesn't take anything away from who MJ is. So same thing with Ariel as being a black woman and a mermaid. It's like, all right, but does it take it away from Ariel being that core character? And it doesn't. So that at the end of the day, that kind of is the difference between when white people were like, well, what if we had a white guy play T'Challa? I'm like, okay, you mean to tell me you have a white guy who's an African prince? That would take away from the story. Like, yeah, I'm like, that takes away from the story. Now, if you have a white guy play, trying to think of just think of I don't know, Luke Cage. I don't know, have a white guy play Luke Cage. Will that take away from the story? Also, yes. Okay, that was a terrible example. That is a terrible example.
So, real quick, in replying to one of the comments, Corey Johnson says, "Is there a reason that we have to do this again? We did this 2 years ago, and last week, either we are going to support the movie or not. I'm not sure why this is a thing." So, before anybody replies, I'm going to drop the Discord link. I don't know if you can do it on YouTube, but if you don't know, we have the Discord where we do our hangovers. We would welcome you all to come in and have those discussions there where we can speak freely and you can express your opinions and we can respond in kind. So, but continuing on in the conversation.
So Graham actually has a good example for a white guy to play a black character that doesn't take away from their ability.
So that's Van Helsing.
Yeah, pretty much. Vampire Hunter D.
Even War Machine.
Yeah, War Machine, a white guy War Machine.
No, it wouldn't if it was played by a white guy. So,
Tony Stark.
The problem with people saying, "Oh, why do we have to do this?" or the changing of the characters is we don't have to do it because literally any character that we change to a black character, you can find an analog from throughout history, because white people have made every character look like them, every hero, every villain, every character who even when they've tried to play a melanated character like fucking John Wayne playing Genghis Khan, we've had everybody looks like a white person. So when they change the race to something to look like a person who looks like me or looks like anybody else on this panel, we're going to promote it. We're going to push it up, because literally decades upon decades upon decades upon decades upon decades of fucking filmography, stage plays, writing, all of it has been to present somebody as a white person, or a white person who is of virtue or has some type of valor or something to them. So no, I'm not gonna get upset when they change the character to melanated. And I would prefer if they changed all the characters to a black person or a person of color. And I really wouldn't give a fuck how anybody else feels about it. You know why? Because my response would be, go back the past 300 plus years and go read one of those fucking stories, or look at one of those fucking books, or look at one of those fucking movies, and you'll get satiated for all the shit that you want. I'm not going to sit here and feel fucking sorry for white people because they can't handle the fact that they come from stock of murderers, butchers, and rapists. I'm not going to sit here and feel some type of way because you get uncomfortable talking about the history that your ancestors wrought. And we're not going to talk about the fact that it ain't ancient history that you put everything in black and white to make people feel some type of way. No, it's modern history. My fucking grandparents were alive for that. Some of our parents were alive for that. So if you feel a little bit uncomfortable, maybe you should enlighten yourself and pick up a book and not stop listening to your fucking Cheeto flavored fucking leader out here, or any one of these other motherfuckers like your Matt Gateses, your Marjorie Taylor Greens, your fucking Ron DeSantis, your what's the guy down in Texas, Greg Abbott. You want to listen to those idiot fuckers who've never even cracked a book or ever actually been really educated. If you feel some type of way about the fact that Ariel is now black, you're the problem. Do me a favor, either enlighten yourself or kill yourself, in that order.
I also saw the reactions to little black girls seeing someone that looks like them on TV, on film, presented in a positive manner. Because the first thing they said when they saw Ariel come from the fade in, swim up, and through the water, and you see her face, she goes, "Whoa, she looks like me." Not gonna lie, man. Growing up, I never had any of that. I never had a character that I could be like, "Hey, that looks like me." I was like, okay, and they're comic relief. Like, no, I've never had anything like that. We had to like grow up and make our own. Like, I literally had to create my own heroes out of stuff like that. Nowadays, just one actress playing a role made a new generation of girls feel like they can actually do stuff. So yeah, I'm all about it. And if you want to go, but what are white girls going to look up to? They have 60 plus years of Disney princesses they can look at. They can find and pick up anything. They'll be all right. They're not going to suffer any less because one mythical Disney character is now black for this one story.
Exactly.
I want to bring up an interesting point, Cam, and I'm not trying to cut you off, but the movie Soul, which was about a black man, and 80% of the movie was played by a white woman. And there was no uproar from the white community at all about the fact that a white woman was playing a black fictional character, right? But there's all of this Christians against Ariel being black and all that other stuff. Literal pages, they're there. You can go and find them. About Ariel being black. And there's uproar. There's not uproar from the black community, and it should be, in fairness, at some points. Because it's like, y'all wanted Julia Roberts to fucking play fucking Harriet Tubman. Y'all allowed Angelina Jolie to play a mixed race black woman. And my whole thing is nobody from the white community says anything. Nothing. It's crickets when that happens. And these were real life people. Like, these were real freaking people that white characters were playing. But when you're talking about a fictional character, everybody's up in arms. Make it make sense. Because it don't.
The crazy thing about that group that you just mentioned, Christians against the new Little Mermaid. So is it listen, y'all tell me if I'm going too far with this. So is it against Christianity to be black? Because that's the
according to their white Jesus, yeah.
I mean,
I was about to say.
I'm gonna say, see, we all talking about fictional characters. I'm gonna shut up.
The other thing is, the Little Mermaid, technically, if mermaids were fucking real, they would be like green or blue. Like it's,
so
they wouldn't be any color.
Scales.
So there is.
They would have scales. They would be slimy as fuck. Like they're not even like your argument isn't even justified.
Real quick, reading the comic from Corey Johnson. So, question: Do we have part of the blame for us not seeing what we can do? What the fuck can we do at this level?
Do you have part of
Besides
the
what
blame?
we're doing
Now
right
we
here.
really trying to upset white people, but I digress.
No,
Like this.
But I will. But there was something. There was a.
we were.
There
we
was
were,
this. Go ahead. I'm sorry. There was this. There was this TikTok that I had to stitch that made me laugh because they were like, "Oh, let's how would y'all feel if we took classic black films and put an all white cast on it, like Roots?" I'm like, first of all, amongst all the classic of black films, Roots is not like where I would put. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's not where. That's not like. If I had told someone like, "Yo, you're not black if you don't watch Roots," I'm like, "Yeah, I'll let that pass." Like, there are plenty of other black classics that I would name, and Roots ain't them. But I digress. I personally,
I got my own whip. I want to play.
I personally would be down for an all-white version of Roots. Like, I would love to see.
What's your name, Bobby? No.
I would love to see that.
Your name
version.
is Tyler.
Yo, a white color purple.
So the last thing before we close out. So there was a rumor going around the horn because we're getting a lot of different black casts that are coming up, whether you like it or not. One in our particular space, our wheelhouse, is none other than Keke Palmer potentially playing Rogue from the X-Men. How do you guys feel about that? I'm all for it. I would love to see that shit. But how do you guys feel?
It fits her personality perfectly. She is the same type of person to be like, "Hey, what's going on, baby? What's up, sugar?" That is Rogue. I mean, Anna Paquin playing it back in the original X-Men was just bland as fuck.
That was
forgettable.
It was bland. I mean, seriously, that's not the Rogue I grew up on, at least.
Hashtag not my Rogue.
I mean, I'd love to see it, and I mean, I'm down for that shit.
Sitting down next to a real nigga, like
yams. She got yams.
We won't be saving it for another show. Save it for another show. Keep going.
No, I'm saying that's it.
That's all you got.
That's all I got.
So her credentials to play the role is yams.
She got yams.
Yeah. She got great personality. She's got two of them too. They're a handful. Like what?
Right. So can I crowbar this real quick?
Yes.
And y'all will be so
Crowbar,
mad
nothing
at me.
else.
Y'all will be so mad at me, and that's fine. I think Keke Palmer will be a good Rogue. Don't get me wrong, but just for shits and giggles, what if Corinne Steffens was Rogue?
Yo,
up to it.
I'm about to take your soul, sugar.
Down to it. Fuck those that don't do it.
We're not giving that woman no money. We ain't giving that woman no money. No, she don't need no more chances in Hollywood. We're good. What was that movie? The Man Apart? That was the last role she got. This is the last role she's going to get.
I was gonna say if they cast Keke Palmer as Rogue, that would be amazing. But then also,
I mean, it's like a true life story.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
they can, but they can't put that shit on film the way she's taking people.
Especially not with Disney.
They
Not with
already-
Disney.
They
Not-
can put it
no.
on film. They just
Not
can't
on
put it
Nigga, not on Disney film. I was
On
gonna
Orange
say.
YouTube, yes.
I was gonna say.
As many like background penises that we done found in Disney movies, you mean to tell me that this doesn't work?
I can't. Go ahead, Rick.
So I was gonna say, if Keke Palmer plays Rogue, then just because of their chemistry, I would love to see Daniel Kaluuya cast as Gambit.
Yeah. I don't know if they got the body type though.
So, but I mean, yeah, it's fine. They put his ass in the gym. Like, so here's the thing, right? And this I want to expand on this whole topic. Like, I thought about this. This came to me. I didn't go over it with y'all, but I kind of want to put you on the spot about it, right? So the X-Men all came up, like all of their powers manifest through tragedy, right? And we're kind of seeing that they're putting a modern spin to these types of tragedies. What if the tragedy that makes all of the mutant powers manifest is the civil rights movement and all the atrocities that took place during that? Dr. King and Magneto and Professor X have always been an allegory for Dr. King and Malcolm X. And what would make the timelines add up? What would make the ages line up? What types of tragedies have we faced that will make everything go together? I'm just saying, I think that would be a perfect mix for it. And then again, the X-Men saga has always been a fucking allegory for the civil rights movement.
Just bring it full circle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well let's go ahead and continue this conversation inside our Discord. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here on Blerds and Whiskey. Make sure you like the video, share the video. If you're on Twitch, make sure you share it out. But click on the link for the Discord. I've dropped it in both places, I believe.
Hey, Jamaica, here you go. Shout out for the pass. Shut the fuck up, Corey.
Also, wait a minute before we leave. If you want to see the character of the week video, please Google Corinne Steffens, and it's there.
Good shit. I like it.
Yeah,
let's go.
Yeah, no. Keep talking. What else you gotta say, Rita?
No, I don't have.
You're muted. So, all right, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and just go ahead and close this out, Herb. Petty producer.
Don't do it. We do it.
We do it because we used to it. Drake, motherfucking Drake. See you guys in the Discord. Hangover. Let's go.